Welcome back, everybody. We're in Learning Unit 9.2 for payroll. So let's take a look at number 1, where we calculate the Social Security tax, the Medicare, and the FIT for Joy Royce. Monthly salary is $9,500. She's single. She claims one. Before this payroll, her cumulative earnings is $106,600. Keeping in mind we're using the Social Security rate of 6.2% on $110,100. The Medicare rate is 1.45 with no base whatsoever. So let's calculate the FIT. Well, in number 1, to do Social Security, you take the maximum base for Social Security is $110,100. To date, this person has earned $106,600. Therefore, the difference is $3,500 that will be taxed at a Social Security rate of 6.2%, or in decimal, 0.062, which comes out to be $217 for Social Security. But for Medicare, the full $9,500 of wages are taxed at 1.45%, or 0.0145, which comes out to be $137.75. Now let's go slowly for this FIT calculation. For FIT calculation, we're using the percentage method tables. We turn around and we say, okay, the total payroll was $9,500. Going to the table, we see an allowance of $316.67 times 1. You take the $9,500 less $316.67 gives you $9,183.33. Then you go to the table, and those wages fall between $73.17 to $15,067, of which the tax would be $1,453.65 plus 28% of any excess over the $7,317. Now let's figure out how do we get this excess number. You take the $9,183.33, and in this case, you subtract the beginning number of the wages, which is $7,317 from the table, gives us a differential of $1,866.33 times the taxable excess of 28%, gives us $522.57. So you take the excess amount of $522.57, you add it to the $1,453.65, which is stated about the tax before the excess, giving you our total amount of $1,976.22 for FIT. In number 2, Jim Brewer has 3 workers. They're earning $300, $700, and $900 a week. Suitor is 5.1%. What is he going to pay for state and federal? Keeping in mind that the feudal rate is up to the first $7,000. Well, the first person, 13 weeks at $300, they've only made up to $3,900, so no one's near $7,000 there. The next person, 13 weeks at $700, is $9,100, but I, as the boss, only have to pay up to the first, what, $7,000? So we can subtract away 2,100 wages that will be non-taxable. The other person makes $900. At 13 weeks is $11,700, way beyond the $7,000 figure, which means we used to have $4,700 of wages I don't have to pay for feudal or suitor. In other words, $2,100 plus the $4,700 is $6,800 I don't have to pay tax on. So what you do is you take the total payroll, which in this case is $24,700, and minus the $6,800 of wages I don't have to pay. Taxable wages are $17,900. We take the suitor rate of 0.051, we multiply it times 17.9, and I would have to pay $912.90. For feudal, it's 0.8%, or in decimal, 0.008 times 17.9 gives us a feudal amount of $143.20. The key to this whole thing is you never pay more than the first $7,000 of wages for suitor or feudal.